Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Weather with Jonathan here, back again with another weather forecast. And in this video, we will be talking about a major severe weather event to happen across the United States. And this will be a very big storm, and this will happen on the 1st of April and the 2nd of April. So let's jump straight into the forecast. Starting off with Monday, April 1st here, you can see we have a storm system going on on April 1st, and you can see all the snow going on in central Minnesota. Our main focus here is the storms here because we have a absolutely massive slight risk. We have a slight risk pretty much from about, I believe, this entire area here. So this is going to be a very big slight risk here. You can see our low pressure center and then our warm front going up here. And you can see our cold front. And this will be a big storm here, all right, guys. And I do think this has the potential to become one of these bigger storms here in March, and maybe even one of the bigger storms here in 2024. And this will go on for 2 days, actually. So you can see here, 5 p.m. April 1st, you can see we have lots of storms going on, around Kansas City, eastern Oklahoma, and northwestern Arkansas. You can see here the majority of these storms will be taking place near the Kansas City area and Iowa, but this is for right now, 5 p.m. April 1st. This is what will be happening for the majority of the event around that time. So then you can see here, now these storms are getting pretty bad here, and you can see we still have that snow going on the backside here. You can see that snow's ranging from northwestern Kansas all the way up into the upper peninsula of Michigan. And you can see here very heavy rain and lots of storms going on. And I will show you the winds, the upper winds. So you can see here if this is a negatively tilted trough or a positively tilted trough. I'll explain that later. But for right now, you can see here the low pressure center. This system is getting very defined now here. You can see we got a low pressure center, our warm front here, and then our cold front reaching back. You can see we got lots of cold air on the northern side and lots of wet, moist air and warm air on the southern side. So now you can see the snow is getting very heavy in central Iowa and southern Wisconsin, maybe even a little bit of southeastern Nebraska near Omaha, Des Moines, Madison, Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, any of that area. And then now these storms are starting to kind of die off here, and they are not going to be as strong, and they are going to carry into northern Ohio, northern Indiana, and southern Michigan. And then guess what? Here's another round. So you can see this storm system here. This is going to be on April 2nd in the morning here. You can see I don't really know why we have a slight risk. I gotta be honest. According to this model, there is not really any storms here going on. And listen, I definitely think some storms will happen here, but I don't see a whole lot of storm activity going on across this area on April 2nd. So then these storms will move out of the area. Some snow will dust the Great Lakes in that region, but this will not be a main snow event. Then you will see here that the system will carry into the East Coast and soak the Southeast. And then you can see another systems coming in from the Pacific Northwest. But you can see here we also still have some snow going on in the Northeast, specifically Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and northeastern New York. So you can see here just like a future forecast here and just an idea of what may end up happening. You can see here rain is starting to get up and storms are starting to get up way into the northern part of the U.S., like South Dakota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, that area. So you can see here we're going to have a pretty active severe weather season. I don't think it'll be our worst one, but definitely the next storm we may have to monitor here is going to be on the April 6th here. And man, this will be a big storm here because the thing is with this storm system here, this will just kind of set up a weather pattern here to create more storms that will continue across this part of the U.S., the north central and central part of the U.S. So I think this could set up a weather pattern here. And you can see we got a big high pressure center or system, and it will cause lots of warm weather across much of the eastern U.S. into the future. Now, we still are not completely confident on this, but it may this system also, other than starting a new weather pattern, may cause a little bit of a system here and may uh, cause some severe weather. But honestly, the bigger system I'm watching here, and this is in the future, could cause some severe weather down here, but especially could cause severe weather in the northern plains here. You can see here. So, first of all, we're getting a lot of rain and storms down here in the south central US. Then we're getting some good storms up here in the north central US here. You can see here we're going to just carry into the future here. There's quite a bit of storms going on there. And then some of that cold air will wrap around the system and it will start to fizzle out, but will carry with some snow here. So now looking at our outlook here for Monday, April 1st, you can see here we got a very large slight risk in place. This is probably one of the bigger storms here in 2024, like I said, potentially at least one of the bigger storms in March here, if not the biggest storm we've had in March so far right now this year. And I do think this storm system has the potential to at least upgrade this to an enhanced risk, maybe even a possible moderate risk, but I'm not so sure about that just yet. I think the slight risk will shift a little more northern here, and I do think it will go into include a little more of this area here, seeing that we saw a little bit more storms here on the GFS. So you can see here this is a very large slight risk, including southeastern Kansas, eastern and central Oklahoma, northeastern Texas, northwestern Arkansas, pretty much the entire state of Missouri, southern and central Illinois, and southern and central Indiana. So now looking at Tuesday, April 2nd here. This will be kind of a bad start for the end of spring break here and school for you guys in the southeastern Midwest and the south central part of the United States, and mostly the central United States and part of the eastern United States here. I do not think this will be one of the biggest days here. I think this could maybe get upgraded to an enhanced risk, but seeing that the GFS is not really showing anything for this, I will keep an eye on this in the future, but I do not think this will be as big of a threat as Monday, April 1st storms will be. But I do think this will cause a good amount of storms. I don't think this will be as bad, but I do think it will cause more storms here. And I think our main risks here for these days here. I think Monday, April 1st, I think our main threats will be tornadoes, hail, and wind, pretty much all of them. And I think Tuesday, April 2nd will probably just be mainly hail and wind. I don't think this will be as bad of a day, especially this may even get downgraded to a marginal risk in the future. But I do not think this will be that bad of a day. But I am really worrying about the Monday, April 1st storm, and they could be very bad, so that's why we're jumping straight into the dynamics. So as you can see here, jumping straight into the dynamics here, you can see we have decent dew points for Monday, April 1st here. You can see dew points will be ranging in the 60s, about 60 to 65, maybe even around 66, 67 in southeastern Oklahoma and northeastern Texas. But for the most part, where I think the storms will be worse, dew points could be around 65. And this is why I think this could be a pretty bad storm. Let's jump into the further dynamics here. So now jumping straight into our CAPE, this is how much energy is in the atmosphere here. You can see here Monday, April 1st, we have a actually decent amount of CAPE in the atmosphere for this area. You can see this is around lunchtime here. CAPE values are ranging from about 500 to 1,500, mostly across the Ozarks and the south central United States. And this will be carrying from northeastern Texas, pretty much all the way up into northeastern Kansas and northwestern Missouri. Now, Cape values won't be as high to the eastern part of this slight risk here. They will probably be ranging from about 250 to about 1,000 at the most. And then these dew points will just stay around 1,000 to 500 into April 2nd. Now, I am starting to regret what I have said about April 2nd, Tuesday. It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look like a very good storm here. This doesn't look like this looks like it could be a pretty bad storm here. And you can see here. So I had to pause the video there for a second because my cat got in the way, but she's my little weather partner here. She always helps me make some of my videos here. But jumping straight back into it here, you can see Tuesday, April 2nd here. We have a storm on our hands actually for the slight risk area, and actually I keep confusing this. Cape values will be anywhere from about 800 to 2,000, so they will be higher. I think actually now these both days will actually start to become some pretty bad days here. But then let's just see our storms in the future here. Cape values aren't that high, but these storms definitely will produce some severe weather, so I'll have to let you know what's happening in the future. So thank you guys for coming and watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think that I did well this video. Let me know in the comments if you want to tell me. But please consider subscribing to my channel. It'd really help me out a lot. And consider liking this video and sharing this video with family and friends. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you